Problem one, it wants us to factor this. So we have a trinomial, three pieces, and we're trying to break it into the product of two binomials. We always will start with that back number and say, hey, what multiplied together to give us this 10? It had to either be 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. Now, what would combine together to give us the middle of 7? That's the 2 and the 5. That tells me this has to be an x plus 2 times an x plus 5. Right? So that's simple. Now I knew that it was a plus 2 and plus 5 because this was a positive 10 and that was positive. Everybody was positive, so I had to be dealing with just positives. Again, everything's positive. So what's going to multiply together to give us positive 12? 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Always start with 1 in the number and then work my way inwards. Now, we need the pieces that are going to combine to give us 13. That's going to be these, because these would give you 8 and these would give you a 7. You don't want that. You want 13. So it's a 1, x plus 1, and an x plus 12. That's what it factors into. Number 3, there's a number in front. The a value is a 2. What do? You factor it out. You factor out the GCF for the problems you and I are doing. So we factor out a 2. That leaves behind an x squared plus 2 times 5 would give me the 10x, and 2 times a 6 would give me the 12. Now I just need to focus on factoring this. What does that break down to? There's going to be a 2 in front, and then I'm going to have my two binomials. So what multiplies together to give us 6? 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Again, everything's addition, so the only way to get a positive 6 is either both are positive or both are negative. And in this case, it's going to be the 2 and the 3 would give you that 5 in the center. So it's an x plus 2, x plus 3. Let's do one more. We have a minus here. There's a subtracting 20. Well, how are you going to create a negative 20? Well, you have a 1 times 20 with one of them being positive, one being negative. We'll come back and look at what? 2 times 10, 3 times nothing, 4 times 5. Now, instead of putting them together like the other problems, this time we need to say, hey, it's a negative, so one of them's negative, one's positive. That means we're looking for the difference between these numbers. 1 and 20 have a difference of 19. I could create a plus 19 or a negative 19. 2 and 10 have a difference of 8, 4 and 5 a difference of 1. We want this right here. So we know we're using 2 and 10. Now we have to decide who's getting the negative, who's getting the positive. Well, we want to create a positive 8. That's what it says right here in the middle. You want to create more of a gain than you do a loss. That means you need the positive on the bigger number, the negative on the 2, because a positive 10 take away 2 gives you a positive 8. So that tells me this is an x minus 2 and x plus 10. And I could always distribute through and shake hands and see that it gives me that answer. There's problem 4.